Hi everyone, here we are with a candidate to discuss part 1 IELTS speaking questions that are expected in February 2023. So let's start. What do you do?
I am a student. I am pursuing MBA from Punjabi University, Patiala.
Do you live in a house or flat?
I live in a house. This house was constructed by my grandfather in 1970.
Okay, let's talk about chocolates. How often do you eat chocolate?
Well, I have a sweet tooth. I like to eat chocolate once in a week because excess of everything is bad.
Okay, when was the first time you had chocolate?
I am not sure about this thing, but my mother often told me when I was in 6th standard. At that time, my grandfather gave me a box of chocolate first time on my birthday, so I ate chocolate at that time.
What is your favorite flavor?
I am fond of eating Dairy Milk. It is manufactured by Cadbury Company. It comes in many flavor and fruit and nuts is one of my favorite.
Let's talk about writing. Do you write a lot?
Yes, being a student, I have to write many things regarding my academic task.
What do you like to write?
I like to write for the notes, which is usually given to me by my MBA trainer.
Do you prefer typing or handwriting?
I like to write things manually because in typing there may be errors which may put a negative impact on the information.
Okay, let's talk about weather. What is the weather like where you live?
These days weather is cold because winter season is going on.
Do you prefer dry weather or wet weather?
Neither I like weather nor I am fond of wet weather. I prefer moderate weather.
Why?
In my opinion, moderate weather is appropriate for doing outdoor and indoor activities.
Okay, what do you think are the effects of climate change in recent years?
There are various type of negative effects on the climate change on the globe as many flora and fauna species are affected by it in a negative way as they become extinct. Moreover, people are not able to survive with the climatic conditions these days.
Okay, let's talk about technology. What technology do you often use?
I am fond of using different kind of gadgets, but specifically I like to use vacuum cleaner. Being a girl, I use it more for cleaning activities.
Okay. What electronic device have you bought lately?
Uh, I bought vacuum cleaner recently, and I bought it on New Year.
Okay. Is there a technology, any technology or any gadget you want to buy?
Yes, in future I would like to buy a gadget, and the name of the gadget is a coffee maker as I'm fond of coffee. So it will help me in making coffee with different styles.
All right. Let's talk about social media. Do you think your friends or you use too much social media?
Well, I cannot make a general statement here because I do not like to use social media more for interaction. If I talk about my friends, some of them are fond of using it a lot, however, others do not like to use it.
Okay, what is the most popular media in your country, social media?
These days, people like to use WhatsApp as a social media application for conveying information as it has both features video calling as well as text messages.
Okay, let's talk about your mornings. What do you usually do in your morning?
Uh, as I am an early bird, I like to do brisk walk in the morning. After that, I like to go to religious temple for paying observance.
What did you do in the morning when you were little?
When I was young, I did not prefer to get up early in the morning because I did not have much responsibilities on my shoulder. After getting up, I prefer to watch television.
Okay. Let's talk about fruits and vegetable. Do you like to eat fruits and vegetable?
Of course, I am diet conscious person. Therefore, I prefer to eat different kind of fruits and vegetables.
How often do you eat fruits and vegetables?
In the morning, I like to eat fruits. However, in the meals, I like to eat leafy vegetables.
What kind of fruits do you prefer?
I am fond of eating cherries as it helps in maintaining the blood circulation.
Do you like the same fruits and vegetables today as you did when you were a child?
Since my childhood, I haven't changed my preferences regarding fruits and vegetables.
Is it easy to buy fruits and vegetable where you live?
As I live in the heart of city, which is near to the vegetable market, so it is convenient for me to purchase vegetables and fruits from there.
Okay, let's talk about time management. What excuses do you give when you are late?
As I'm a punctual person, it happened rarely with me when I get late for something. But if it happens, I like to explain the real reason behind the concept.
Are you good at organizing time?
Of course, as I have been awarded with the most disciplined and punctual student in the university, so I like to respect the time.
What excuses people give when they get late in your country?
In my hometown, usually people give excuse of sickness and traffic jam when they get late for the things.
How do you usually organize your time?
I prefer to wear a wristwatch, which helps me in keeping eye on the hands of the watch so that I can do the things in the stipulated time frame.
Do you think planning is important for time management?
Yes, planning and time management go hand in hand, so both concept cannot be defined without the existence of each other. Therefore, planning helps me in managing the time.
Why do you think some people pay to learn time management?
I personally believe that some people are failed to manage the time, therefore they prefer to join the time management classes so that they can realize the significance of the time in their life.
Do you think children should learn to manage time?
Yes, these days some children are not able to deal with the time related stress based activities, so it is must for them to learn the time management skills.
Okay, let's talk about politeness. Who teaches you to be polite?
My parents taught me to become polite in life when I was in 8th class.
How do Indian people show politeness?
Indian people can show politeness in various ways, like by greeting people with smiling face. Moreover, they like to give them a warm welcome when the visitors visit their house, or they offer something like a flower for greeting purposes, which reflects their politeness.
Do you think people have less free time today as compared to past?
Of course, these days people have hectic schedule. However, in the past they did not have much work to do because there were less competition.
Do you think the quality of life is increasing?
Yes, the quality of life has increased with the passage of time because of the medical advances, and the technological development has completely revolutionized the life of man by leaps and bounds.
How do modern technology help to save time?
There are various kind of gadgets which are provided by the technology as a blessing to the man, such as vacuum cleaner, coffee maker, or automatic washing machine, which helps the people in saving their precious time for doing the things manually.
Okay, let's talk about sleep. How many hours you sleep every day?
I usually like to sleep for 8 to 9 hours, which is prescribed me to by my doctor.
Is it necessary to take a nap every day?
In my opinion, it is not necessary to take a nap, but if person feel unhealthy or under the weather, at that time nap is must for him.
Do old people sleep a lot?
Of course, old people sleep more than the youngsters because of their age factor. Sometimes they eat some medications for their health issues. Owing to this, they feel sleepy during the day.
Do you always have a good sleep?
Yes, I always have a good sleep because before going to bed, I like to do prayer, which helps me to have a sound sleep.
Okay, let's talk about indoor games. Do you play indoor games?
I do not like to play indoor games because I am a health conscious person. I like to play outdoor game. Specifically, I am fond of playing volleyball.
Okay. Is there any particular indoor game that you liked as a child?
When I was immature at that time, I preferred to play snake and ladder with my mother.
Okay, let's talk about bags. What types of bags do you like?
As I am a student, I like to carry a backpack.
Do you usually carry a bag when you go out?
Of course, whenever I go outside, I like to carry my bag because it helps me in carrying book and some necessities for me.
What do you put in these bags? Whatever bag you carry.
I like to carry books, handkerchief, money with me whenever I carry a bag.
What sorts of bags do women like to buy?
Different kind of women like to carry different kind of bags. If I talk about the corporate world, in that world, women like to carry the handbags so that they can carry their laptops easily. Whereas for attending the parties, they like to carry the clutches.
Okay, let's talk about reading. Do you have many books at home?
Yes, I have a small library at my home because I am fond of reading books. I like to read different kind of books.
What kind of people like reading?
I think studious and bookworm like to read different kind of books because they want to enhance their knowledge.
What type of books children read nowadays?
These days, children like to read the fairy tales and comics because they consider these kind of books as a source of entertainment.
Do you think children have lost their interest in stories?
As compared to the past, some children have lost their interest regarding reading books or stories.
Okay, let's talk about photographs. What kind of photos do you like to take?
I like to take photographs of my members of family whenever we go outside or whenever we attend a party.
Okay. How do you keep your photos?
I like to keep my photos in the form of albums as a hard copy.
Why?
I think album is a good way to preserve the photos because in mobile phone there may be a fear of losing the data.
Are there any photos on the walls of your home?
Yes, if I talk about the living room, there are various family photos which I hang on the wall, and I also made a collage.
Okay. Let's talk about transport and driving. Do you prefer public transport or private?
I like to drive by using private transport because it helps me in reaching the destination conveniently.
Okay. What will become the most popular means of transportation in India?
In India, I think driverless cars will become a popular means of transportation in future because majority of people have depend on the technology these days. So in future, they will avoid to do less human efforts for driving the things.
Is it convenient to take a cab or taxi, a bus in your city?
Yes, it is easy for people to take public transport for commuting from one place to another place because there are a lot of public transport facilities provided by the state government to the general public.
Is driving to work popular in your country?
Um, I cannot make a general statement here. Instead of going to work, dropping or picking to the children from the school is more popular than the work.
Okay. Let's talk about visitors. Do you often invite friends to visit your home?
Yes, I like to welcome my friends and my relatives to visit my house.
Do people often visit you at your home?
Yes, majority of my relatives prefer to visit me at my home because they like to spend time with me.
When do visitors come to your home?
Visitors usually visit me on different occasions, such as on my birthdays or on the Pavli like festivals.
Do you prefer to have friends visit you or relatives?
I prefer that my friends visit me a lot than the relatives because due to the same age bar, we have a good bonding and we can share the things easily.
What do you usually do together with your visitors?
Whenever visitors visit me, I like to prepare dishes by myself for them so that they can enjoy my culinary skills. Moreover, we both like to share the things.
All right, let's talk about friends. Do you have many friends?
Of course, I have a huge friend circle.
How often do you talk to your friends?
In the evening, I like to communicate with my friend. We are a group of 6 friends who like to go to park for walk.
Okay. What do you think makes people have a long friendship?
Similar taste and interest are deeply influenced by the long-lasting friendships.
Okay. How do people make friends now?
These days, people like to make friends with the help of social media application like WhatsApp, Tinder, and many more. However, in the past, they usually like to make friends when they meet in person.
Okay. Is friendship important to you?
Yes, friendship is important for me because friend is a real secret keeper of a man to whom one can share one's feeling.
Do you prefer to spend time with friends or spend time alone? And why?
I like to spend time alone because whenever I am alone, I like to do meditation or I like to read the religious book which help me in getting mental peace.
What kind of people do you like to have as friends?
I like the company of those people who have similar interest, who have a rhythm and who have rhythm and great understanding in their life.
Let's talk about advertisements. Are there many advertisements in your country?
Yes, there are a lot of advertisements in my hometown. People can see the advertisement with the help of television or in the newspapers in the form of pamphlets.
What are the various places where we see advertisements?
Advertisements can be noticed by the viewers in the different forms, like in the form of hoarding or on the television. As I told in my previous response, they get the advertisement in the form of pamphlets also.
Okay, what kind of advertisement do you like the most?
There is an advertisement which is based on the women forticide, specifically government give a message to save the child girl. So this kind of advertisement are liked most by me.
Do you watch advertisements from beginning to end?
Yes, I am a person who like to watch the whole advertisement because advertisements are a good source of gaining the knowledge about the different kind of products.
Have you ever watched something after watching an ad?
I vividly remember once upon a time I was watching an advertisement with my father on when the Diwali was about to come. At that time, I was influenced by the sales of Amazon and I decided to buy some clothes.
Okay, let's talk about art. Do you like art?
I am not good in art, but if I get a chance, then I would like to polish my artistic skills.
Do you think art classes are necessary?
Yes, these days art classes are must for children in the school because majority of children are not good in art as they are influenced by the academic task more than the artistic things.
Okay, how do you think art classes affect children's development?
In my opinion, art classes have a positive influence on the development of a child because with the help of art classes, children get various kind of benefits like they can develop their imagination skill, creativity skills, and art class is itself a definition of creativity runs in the blood of man.
Okay, what kind of paintings do Indian people like?
Indians are fond of paintings which are related to their religion because they consider those paintings with a huge respect.
Okay, what can you learn from Western paintings?
I have never got a chance to see or observe any Western painting, so I cannot make a general statement on this thing.
Okay, let's talk about snacks. What snacks do you like to eat?
As I am a health conscious person, I do not like to eat snacks.
Okay. Did you often eat snacks when you were young?
When I was young, at that time I suffered from some kind of illness, so I was strictly stay away from eating snacks at that time.
Okay, let's talk about singing. Do you like singing?
Of course, I like to sing different kind of songs because I have good vocal cords.
Okay. Have you ever learned how to sing?
Yes, I have learned singing from my father because my father has a passion to become a singer.
All right, this is the end of this session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.